Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to do Silent. We're going to do a beginning run with this character, and this is for people that are new to the game, want to know how to play it, need a few tips. Today we're going to play Silent, and Silent is not as easy as Ironclad. And the reason why is there's a lot of different strategies you can use to win with this character. And it's all pretty much dictated by which cards you get. For example, it's basically a defensive character, and it gets a lot of its power from either the caltrops, the shivs, or the poison. But, of course, if you don't get any poison, some cards are meaningless to you, and so on. So we're going to start like this. This is a basic setup here. Nothing at all. This is the very first start. I'm going to show you where we're starting. I'm going to take the left side. Once again, the plan is to avoid the elites, because they will just rip our face right off. We're going to go right this way up there. Now I'm going to show you how to do it, and we're just going to take it as it goes and see what happens. So this is the first monster we are fighting right here. And these are pretty much the usual ones right now. You're always going to get neutralized, and neutralized is a very good card to use. You should always use it to reduce the amount of damage they do. Also, you have here block survivor, which is an upgraded block. Use this and confirm. Now that you can block off 8 damage from this guy, what I would suggest is getting this guy, killing him with your remaining 2. And this, you're going to run into these guys every time. They're the basic starter mobs that you're going to run into, starter monsters. He hits you for this. He will put a wound on you, so just be careful. If your deck is too small, you're going to get a lot of wounds. Now, as a defensive player, a character, you're going to get a lot of defense, and this can be good and this can be bad too. He's going to debuff us, so let's go ahead and pop 2 shields up. Nothing else we can do. We could have just hit end turn at the same time. He's going to make me frail. What frail does, it reduces the amount of block I get. Now he's still in this debuff mode where he's going to try to debuff me again. All I can do is just hit him with these 2, and let's just take him out. This guy's pretty easy. It's going to be pretty routine for you working through the first few monsters. As you get up there, it gets harder. When you get to Act 2, it gets really tricky. You have to have your whole game plan fleshed out. Now we can just go straight up and kill him off like that. Now what matters is, well, we got a swift potion. This will get us more draws, is the cards. So now here is the first clue as to which way we're going to build this character. We've got deadly poison. When you get deadly poison, you want another card called Catalyst, because Catalyst will double the power that this is, and sometimes even triple it. So we want to get this. Forget this. This is not worth it. And random skill, forget this too. So it's a no-brainer. It's going to be poison. Let's take a look. Our 13 deck card, it is in here. But we're going to need to keep in mind that we need other cards to make it through this beginning area. Now we're going to go into here to the merchant area. And in here, let's look for something we can buy. We don't have much money, which is too bad. So we can't really buy anything too good. We could buy apply 2 weakness. This is a decent one, but it's going to bloat our thing. This, I think, is a decent one too. It'll allow you to draw 3 cards. So in this situation where you want to get more poisons on them, that's a good one to get. Another thing too that I highly recommend is getting the regen potion. Why? Because if you get this regen potion, you don't need to rest. You can go into camps and upgrade your cards. But before you do that, let's take a look. Before you buy that, take a look on your route. Do you see any merchants along the way? And the answer is no. So, I mean, you have, excuse me, campfire. So 1 campfire, 2 campfire, 3. So there's 3 campfires along the way. Each one will allow you to upgrade any card you want, and that's really good. You want to be able to do that, and it's for free. So if we get this, we can get Acrobat, which will go ahead and allow us to draw extra cards. This gives us a little more flexibility in the deck. So let's take this. We could remove a card, but that's okay, not yet. We only have 14 cards. We don't want it to get too lean here. So there we go, we got that. Let's continue on. and take on another monster. And this is a crazy chicken here. He's going to just basically add buffs. So at this point, we do not see the poison here. The poison is nice to cast on him. We could also just go ahead and attack him like this. Let's just do this. This is free 3 damage. So 6, 6, 6, that's 18 damage while he's not attacking us. 18 would bring him down to 30, which is nice. If we don't do that, we get 12 against him. And who knows, we could get the deadly poison, which is pretty decent damage over time. So let's just go ahead and just hit him like this. Take the damage while we can. We don't really have many exciting cards in here. If you look at here, what we have a deadly poison and some other ones. So this wouldn't have really helped a lot. Let's just go for the DPS. And what is he doing here? He's gonna he's weakened. He's gonna attack for 6 this time. So it's really crucial with this character is to try to take as little damage as you can. So 5. I mean, we could take 1 damage. Let's just go like this, and he's pretty much a nothing mob. He's got 24 hit points. He hits me. It would be nice if we could get caltrops. That would be really sweet. Okay, so here we can do something like this. We can apply the poison on him, and the way this works is it does 4 rounds of poison. So this will do a damage of 4. So the first turn is 4, the second is 3, next one is 2, and so on. So 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 2 is 9, plus 1 is 10. It does a cumulative of 10 damage over 4 turns. And that's okay. That's not a lot. We could also do pretty good damage with this here. But you really only count the first 2 or 3 turns. We have to take 2 of these to defend. And let's just go ahead. We could take 6 off him. Well, let's go ahead and pop the poison. You'll see how this works. And there he goes. He takes his 4 damage. And you see next turn he'll take 3 damage. Now, this guy, he powers up every time. So you got to be really, really careful. You need to actually kill him. In fact, that other time we should have just gone for the kill. So he's got 9 damage. We can get here. We've got Acrobat. What else do we have? If you want to see what you can get with Acrobat, you can pick that. It's nothing really special. So let's go like this. Let's deal 6 damage to him. 6 plus 3 is 9. He's going to get stronger and stronger. It actually would be good to 5 and 3 to go ahead. We'll be able to hit him with one of these. We need to block off as much of this damage as we can. Let's go ahead and block him off right here. Let's do this. And it's just like this. And so we're getting a little closer. We should be able to kill him with 2 cards next round. So he has 8, and here we go. Here's the 12 right here. So yeah, look at this. 15 damage. That's deadly right there. So just take him down like that. Let's hope we get a good card. Okay, so we have Slice, which is zero cost for 5 damage. Not a big deal. This one is a decent card to get. I mean, I don't think it's that great, but it's you start it with you every time, which is nice. Escape Plan is a good card because it allows you to draw 1 card for free, and you never know what it can be. And if it is skill, it'll add 3 block to you. Tough choice, because in the early game, this card, if you get it every time, can really, really make the difference when you need a little bit more DPS. Yet this card here can help you too. Since we're doing a defensive build, I would go with that one. Here we go. We're going to go see what this is all about. Now, here's the thing. You can upgrade a card, become cursed, 25% chance to be cursed. I won't do that because it's just not worth it. Or you could obtain a relic. You cannot play more than 3 cards this turn. This is a problem. It doesn't really look that good. Let's go ahead and take a chance with this here and upgrade a card. You have a choice of, if I were going to upgrade something, the poison is nice to do, but let's take a look what this does. It does a 5 block. Not that big a deal. We want to stay defensive minded, but yet this poison would be nice. If we upgrade this, it comes to 6 poison. So 6 for the first round. Second round is 5. 6 and 5 is 11. Next round is 4. That's 15. And so it does about 20 damage through the life of it. If you can get this card, a couple of these, to hit on somebody, you can really destroy them. 2 rounds of weakness is nice to have too. This card would allow you to really reduce the damage. I think that's another good thing too. But when monsters are armored, you really want to have something like this here to work for you. This block here will block 11. This is a nice thing to have. So I actually feel like these cards here would be better to upgrade than the poison, just because the poison sometimes takes a long time, and at these low levels it really doesn't make all that much difference. Let's go with this, because this, we can really mitigate the damage. I'm going to take a chance and go with this here. And of course we get this. We can remove it next time, but the upgrade will help. Let's see what we've got here. And this guy, the slaver, you have to kill him fast. And now I'm wishing I upgraded the deadly poison. The reason why you have to kill him fast is because he will increase his strength every turn. So we have 3 that we can use. We can block off 8 and 4. So once again, this would, like I said, made a mistake here. Would have been really good to upgrade the poison. 8 and 5 is 13. And now we're just going to do Wimpy. Good thing he doesn't have a lot of hit points. But if you do a poison build for Act 2, you want to get those cards upgraded. Now here we go. We've got neutralized, 4 damage and 2 weak. Now it comes into play. So he's going to be weakened for 2 turns. This is going to help a lot. And let's see, this is 0 cost card. Good, we got to defend. So 5 and 3 is 8 here. We can draw 3 cards, discard 1. So let's see what we get here. I should have taken a look actually. 8, and then we're just gonna go and discard this. That's just, it's all the same, and then it'll get a fresh deck. Still, we're doing great. He does 1 damage. It's very small poison. And only 5 damage this time, because he is once again weakened, which helps. And now we can start to lay into him and hit him with this. He should be dead very soon. There, so the poison is more up, so he's at 15. So if we get 3 strikes, we can take him down. And here's our neutralize again. 3 damage, 2 weakness on him. So let's hit him with this. As usual, he's down to 5. Let's see if what we can get. Good, we got to defend. 5 and 3. We got 8. We can draw 3 cards. We can block him up. I would suggest we go with this. There, we got the poison. Take it off so we can hit him with 4 damage, which is a little less. And let's apply the 4 poison to him. So it says 5, he's 12. 5 and 3, we might as well block off everything. Every hit point counts. This is not like Ironclad where it regenerates like crazy. Okay, so he's only got 7 hit points left. And you see he keeps going up. So we got 2 defends, we got a neutralize and a strike. So neutralize him. And he's got 4 damage, and we just got him. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so here we go. What we have is this. I wouldn't get Sucker Punch. This may be okay, but this one here does 4 damage to all enemies twice. You do need an AE type of a spell that hits everything. I mean a card, so you need to get that. Now notice we are at 69 out of 70. When we go to the campfire, we don't have to rest. We can come right in here and upgrade. This is why it's really important to upgrade. And you can see now, if I upgraded this, it'd be 6 times 2 is 12 to everything. That hits nice and hard. But of course, the poison we saw last time would have been really nice to have the poison. So let's go ahead and upgrade this, because we're going to be fighting tougher monsters soon. And over here, so these guys have, you can see the hit points are going up 26, 22. They hit for 12 here. We see the dagger spray. Would have been nice to have a stronger dagger spray, but let's go ahead and weaken just any of these. we're going to try to kill one of these guys off. 3 times 6 is 18. He will hit us for that much. We don't have, this is 8. So we have 1 defend in there is all we can really do. So let's mitigate that. He's does 6 here. Okay, so 10. And the next one, that's all we can really do here. If you kill these guys, they will cast vulnerability on you. So it is actually good to come in and try to balance them. Take them down so their hit points are kind of close. Now, unfortunately, we will take a hit right here. You could draw more cards with that, but it wouldn't matter. So we're going to take a little hit. We're going to take 5 damage. Not a big deal. Okay, now he's got... Now here's where you can pop the deadly poison. We need to hit him. He's going to be dead, really. It's going to take 6 off him. We're going to go ahead and mitigate everything here. He's going to buff himself. So now, next time we got to try to kill this guy. He's going to strengthen himself. Okay, so he's strengthened for 9. What do we have here? We can do this. And Dagger Spray. Dagger Spray is nice. It would cast a vulnerability 8 plus 6. Okay, let's do it. Dead and double dead. So there we go. We dodge a bullet right there. We get their weakness potion, and let's hope we get something good. Okay, one good card against, here you go again. Here comes Backstab again. But Blur is a nice card to have, because with Blur, you can get the block, and if it's not used, it can go over the next turn. So it's very nice to take Blur. And of course, Backstab is very useful. Once again, we go here, and you see where hit points are good. No sense in maxing this out. Let's go ahead and see what we can upgrade here. We have a choice of Dagger Spray. This is a good one to upgrade to when it comes around. And this one, if you do this, it'll give you 8 block. Again, 8 block. Block is not removed, so this is a nice one to carry over too. Let's see, this one just 5 block. Okay, so it's between the Dagger Spray, which would be nice when we get all those pesky mobs and monsters, or the block. You get a block 11 and a block 8. Both are nice. I will go with this because it carries over. And once again, you got to work with what you have. You never know what you're going to get. You just have to work it. Okay, so we got 26 gold. Ooh, look at this. Gain energy on the first round of each combat. This is very important because with this character, it's got a lot of cards, and you want to get as much energy as possible. So here we go. Now, here's the thing about it. You can lose 3%, find a relic. I generally don't like this because usually it ends up where I got to get to 50% before I find a relic. But, oh my gosh, got lucky. I usually click the first one just for the heck of it because there's a 25% chance. So this is this. Whenever you discard a card during a turn, you gain 3 blocks. So that's nice. It's going to make a huge difference. Now from here, we can take these question marks, or we can fight more monsters to get points. I like to generally go and get these areas. As you can see here, search, find some potions. Okay, so this is really nice too. A good potion to have is the explosive. It does 10 damage to all. We can change it out with this one. A weakness potion is good. The regen potion is very good. So let's go like this, and let's take that out. I would either want to go with the explosive potion because you never know when you need it. A 6 poison is a nice potion to have that does about 20, but this here will fill in our AE needs right there. And the poison's always good to have. Unfortunately, got to keep the regen here. So this is why question marks are good. It really prepares you. Now, once again, Spore Cloud and this guy right here. Nobody is doing anything at all. So can't really do much. We want to balance these guys, possibly kill this guy first. Go ahead and hit the escape plan. Good, we got a strike. So we got, once again, we got 4 action points. So this guy's at 29. Let's go ahead and kill him first. Try to. And we can go with 3 cards, and that's about it. So let's just hit him with everything we've got. These guys are asleep at the wheel. We will kill them. And he's going to debuff me, of course. Nothing else we can do. You're going to lick me. Okay, whatever. Okay, so there we go. Now here's the poison. Up comes the poison. So 4 and 4 is 8. It's going to take that, but we get 8 block here, which is really, really nice. So let's go ahead and get the 8 block to mitigate as much of this as we can. If we cast the poison on him, he will die the next round, but we want to save the poison for this guy right here. Or I can just come out and kill this guy. It'd actually be good to kill this guy straight up before he casts this. Let's do that, and then this way we don't have to worry about him debuffing us with weakness again. And he can cast other stuff too, you just never know. So we'll take 1 damage, no big deal. We'll wait till it gets about 21 points, about into 50 before we rest up at the campfire. And we can rest up at the campfire at the very end here. So let's go ahead and pop that. We got 2, time to hit him with some dagger spray. And unfortunately we have nothing to do with this, so let's go like that. Yeah, and you can see we're doing fine. The regen, by the way, heals 3 points at the end of each turn. So it heals about 15 points. When we get a little bit lower, it will be good to use regen. So right now, this is a case where we have 2 strikes and escape plan. So let's do that. Well, it's just I was hoping for maybe the poison, but it's just another block. We could cast this and it'll draw 3 cards. Maybe we'll get lucky. We can right now just, let's see what we get. Good, and there it is. So there we go, like this. So we got this hits for 8 because it's twice. 8 would be good. Let's hit him for 8. And now he has 11. We could hit him for this and he's down to that, or we can hit him for the poison, which does 6. So 6, 11, and this. He should be dead really soon. 1 more round with him. There it is. See, so next round he's pretty much toast. So before he does anything, he's going to be deader than a doornail. And there we go. And just kill him off. Okay, so we're only down 10 hit points. Now here we go. This is an interesting hand right here. We got choke. Deal 12 damage whenever you play a card this turn. Do 12 damage. Whenever you play a card, the enemy loses 3 hit points. So you cast this, use this card, and every time you do something, it adds 2. But I don't like how much it costs. At these levels, I only have 3 action points. It's really not worth it to do. Distraction adds a random skill to your hand. Not worth it. Deal 6 damage for each attack played this turn. It's okay. It's it's a decent one. I'm gonna skip. We got another monster. We're gonna go this way, and we're gonna bypass the elite, and we're gonna go to the campfire. We're gonna go take this guy out, or these guys. So here you go again. These guys, when they are hit, like they're gonna hit me for 6. When they are hit, they gain 6 block. So let's start by doing the good old 1, 2. This guy, let's mitigate him. So he's at 4 and 5. That's 9. They can do about 9 damage. We can dagger spray them. And then we can, oh, here we go. Let's go ahead and hit him with the dagger spray. And this has 7. See here, right here, he has 4. We can kill this guy off and just mitigate him. So let's go like this. And let's kill this guy off. This guy here, we don't really worry too much about him. He's got 4 and 7. He's got 11 with this. So the strike doesn't really do a whole lot to him. Instead, let's go ahead and, let's see, 6. Let's pop the poison on this guy. because the next round, it'll take him down to this, and before his next round, he will die, and because he's going to go into attack mode. So if he does this, the next round will be an attack mode, I believe. And this guy would just hit me for nothing. See, he's going to attack, but since he's got poison on him, he's going to die automatically. So it does 4 and 4 right here. We could kill him off right there if we wanted to, but you'll see he'll die off. If we hit him with 2 of these, this guy here, you see how this goes? He should die off before anything. But just to be sure, you can go like this, and now you have 8 plus 3 is 11. And see, he died before he could do anything. So once again, let's see what we got. Now, here is a good card to get, this Piercing Wail. The reason why I like to get Piercing Wail is because it is a debuff. And it reduces the strength by 6. It really, really helps a lot. And it only costs 1, and you're going to need it big time. Do not click on this. Click on this here. And here we go again. Receive 175 gold. Sorry, no merchants available. Will not need it. Let's skip. You got to be smart about it. Now we still have 60 out of 70. We didn't lose too many hit points. If we get 21 hit points, we don't really need it. Let's go without it. Let's see if we can go ahead and upgrade. So we don't know what the boss is going to be. Is it going to be a single boss? It's going to be what? But if you're here and they lose 8 strength, this is actually even better. So let's see, what do we get? We get this. This is 11 block. Okay, let's go with Dagger Spray. It's 12. That's not bad. We only have a, let me see. Let's take a look at our, well, no, let's go ahead and upgrade Piercing Wail. It would, if they're hitting you for more, up to 8, it will turn them, it will allow them to hit for nothing. Unfortunately, we did not get the Caltrop. Okay, so here we go. This guy here, every 30 damage you do, he will change into a different form. So that's what's really good. He's going to put up a blocking buff. So we have 4. That means we're going to go all out and hit him with all our strikes. Now you see here, we didn't have to use any of our potions or anything. So things went a little better than expected. But there and there. So in 6 more damage, and what happens is he will flip to the other side. So if he's in the middle of a combat, you can get him down just enough. He'll flip to defensive mode. Now he should go into combat mode now. Now 32, you see that? That will tear your face off. But what you can do is you can go ahead and, whoops, okay, we didn't want that. You can go ahead and get him to 6. Oh, it's down to 1. Okay, so we don't want to get hit by this 32 stuff right here. So, there, see, we hit him. Just bring him over the edge. He turns to defensive mode. We dodge 32 damage right there. Now this guy here, you want to hit him early on if you can. Let's see if we get a 0 cast card in there. Nope, we didn't. Okay, so nothing. So he's got 20 armor. This is why it's good to have poison. Also, every time you hit him, you will take damage. He has a damage shield on him. Okay, so here we go. Now, we got the deadly poison. We got the neutralize. So see, it's good. We neutralize him. He does 6, but notice we did take 3 damage right there. So let's pop the block on us. Now this is why you want the poison, because the poison sits on him and it doesn't, you don't get hit with the damage shield at all. And draw 3 cards, and then we can gain a block. 6, 8. Let's see if we can get something juicy. Nothing. So we're going to be able to mitigate his damage, and we're doing 6 poison. We need to get more of the poison cards. I mean, we need to get that one again. Unfortunately, we only have 1 poison. If you have 2 poison, it makes things a lot better. See, this, he does 12 damage. We don't have any caltrop or anything. So with 12 damage, let's go here. We've got strikes, but each time we strike him, we're going to lose. We're going to be hit for 3. So 12, 5 is 10. and does 4 damage to him. We need to do 3 damage to switch the mode. So each time we hit him, it's going to do 3 damage to us. So let's go ahead and just hit him for one of these. Oh, excuse me. 3. We're going to need to hit him for 3 more. Oh no, excuse me. I read this wrong. He hits me for that much. Okay, that was a big mistake right there. He's weakened. Time to, wait. If we get through him, we don't need to worry about it. Let's just see if we can do it. Okay, good. He did flip back to this guy, but he took a huge chunk out of me. So he's going to hit me for 4 times 5 is 20. It is about time to 5, that's 10, that's 18. I can mitigate 18 off him. So let's go ahead, and it's going to be slow. Let's do it. There, 21. And it's good to have this relic that goes ahead and adds 3 on it each time you discard one. There, we're still alive. So we need to hit 36 damage to get him into shift modes here. This will be good to take for next turn, obviously. What else can we do? And the next one, we need to do 22 damage. We'll have to do that on the next turn. 19 damage, I should say. 32 damage. Check that out. Just pray that we've got something. This is 0 cost. 0 cost. We need to do 19 damage. That's 12. Let's see if he can get him to lose some more of his strength. He's down to 18 now. 8 and 5 is 13. And we can do some damage to him. And we have to chew through this damage shield, which is not good at all, because 5, and so let's go like this. 13, 18, and hit him for that. So we need to get him down 18 more damage. He's going to hit me for 5 damage. Okay, finally, now we got the poison. This is what we always wanted. Unfortunately, we only have 1 poison, sadly. He's going to debuff us, but before he can debuff us, we're going to hit him. And 4 more damage, great. Okay, so close, but when the poison hits, it'll do it. There we go, got him. So he keeps going through these changes like this. We're doing 6 damage each time. He's going to do 9 on me, 8 block, and once again he's got this damage shield, which is a problem. It can be a huge problem. We can cast weakness on him. This will weaken him further, but it's only 8 damage, like this. We can pop 1 more of these. That's 11. Plus 5 that way, that's 7, so that means we can absorb the 6 damage. There we go. So this, we can absorb it all, so doesn't really do a whole lot. We must rely on the poison to do its work. There we go, blocking him off. Finally, he does 2 times 8 is 16 on him. Let's apply the poison. It's step 11. So in about 10 rounds, he'll be dead. It's a long, long ride here. So 5 damage. And around this time, it would be nice to, let's just weaken him. Get it to 12. Mitigate as much damage as we can. If we hit him with this, it's just gonna, what's gonna happen is it's just gonna damage us back. It's gonna take our damage shield down even more. So we're not going to go with the regen potion. We're going to wait a little bit. So we're doing 11 damage. Good. He switched back into this other mode. 37 health. 3 times 4 is 12. Oh, I wish I had the caltrop here. It would have been so nice. We can go ahead and let's see if we get a block. Good. We got the blur. Let's start with the blur. Let's defend ourselves. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 is good. We can hit him for 12 damage. And 3 times 4 is 12. That's fine. Let's just continue to work him. Yeah, so it's only 1 damage. And here he is. Now he's going to do his debuff. 28 damage will flip him. There comes the poison. This is why it's good to have the poison upgraded. Blur will go ahead and transfer over to the next round. Here we go. Get him with some more. And the blur, once you put the blur on him, you can also stack the next block and it will carry over to the next turn. You don't know what he's going to hit for. He could hit for 51 or something ridiculous like that. At this point, we don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to go with the potion. It will regenerate 3 hit points each time. So I'm under 40. It's time to go ahead and cast this. Charging up. Oh boy. Oof. Look at this. 24. Check this out. He's going to hit me for 24. Good thing I popped that other thing, because otherwise I'd be in trouble. So I didn't get anything, but I got that. And this will get 8 block on me. Let's go ahead and use that. So we can go ahead and 4 damage to all. This is going to bring 8 in. It's not really going to do a lot because he's got this setup right here. This is going to take 24 damage. Let's see if it didn't take it. Let's see. So discard 1. We didn't get anything. So 14 damage. He's slowly going down. Just going to take a couple more hits. Now he's in defensive mode, which is good. And he's going to do 6 damage to us. So 1, 2. This is 10 damage. He's going to take 3. We're going to take 3 damage from this. But as you can see here, we can't do a lot. This is when you must rely on the poison to do its job. Just got to be patient. See, it's slowly killing him. Damage over time is what it's called. Now, this one, he's going to do 16. He's got 12. Can do 4 damage. 12. We can block off 10 here. Don't know what he has. 22. Yeah, we need to block off this to 10 and hit him with that. And there we go. So get our hit points up. He's going to do a little bit of damage to us. So as you can see, he's pretty much toast the next round. Because here we go. So now we just have to basically breathe on him and he's dead. Got him. Just like that. So there you go. The first guy is down. 95 gold. We got a block potion. And ooh, look at this. Look at this. No matter what your build is, bullet time is always a must-have card. Because why? You cannot draw any more cards, but it reduces the cost of everything in your hand to 0. And this is really, really important. Glass knife, 8 damage 2 times, lowered by 2 this combat. It's not good. Phantasmal kill on your next turn, double damage, not good. No brainer right there. Now, time to check this out. Here we go. We've got tiny house. You know, you got a potion gold. It's not too good. You've got ectoplasm. Gain 1 action point at the start of each turn. You can no longer gain gold. Forget it. Ooh, this one is good. Okay, watch. This you get to choose 5 cards. So let's take a look at the cards, because I'm not going to do picking all 5 of them, but I'm going to show you. Okay, so we got deflect, decent card, give you 4 block. You can get rid of a regular defend if you get this one. Distraction, not a big deal. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is what you want with poison, but at the same time, caltrops would be good. So instead of taking the card, look at all of them, because see, we got caltrops over here. So the other one, we take catalyst and caltrops, and you never know, you may have, oh, not bad. This is good. We have this piercing whale. If you're not sure, click here. Piercing whale, we do have. Unload, I think this is a nice card, deals 12 damage. discard all non-attack. So it's a decent card. But let's go back and get the important ones. We have another Caltrop, but it's also good to have 2 Caltrops. But I would get this for sure. And in this one, you have a Caltrops in here. This is a good one to get too. And under here, unload, it does a 12 damage. You know, discard all your non. It's one of those cards you use right at the end. You have 22 cards. I think about 25 cards would be good to have. You don't want to get some of the other ones. So let's take a look. Deflect. It's okay. 0 cost is not bad. Bane, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Sucker Punch, not a big deal. So we're just looking at, should we take Unload? It will discard all non-attack cards. We don't want to water the deck down too much. As you can see right here, the way we would do this is you would go ahead and you would cast Deadly Poison. Remember, at the start of each round, we get an extra action point. So you could even cast Bullet Time if you wanted. Use Bullet Time and then use everything else. So the way it goes is you pop a poison on them, and we have an upgraded Deadly Poison. Then you pop Catalyst. As soon as you can upgrade this, upgrade it, because it'll give you 300% damage or triple your poison damage. So that means it's going to start off doing 18 on the first round, 17, 16, 15. It's just going to totally kill them. So if your stack is too small, too large, you're not going to get this very often. But at the same time, there are monsters that will go ahead and put a lot of cards in your pile, and there's a lot of monsters that will have ways to mitigate this. So you do have to come in with a kind of a balanced deck. You need to have a way to do some damage. I mean, there is one, it's called the Gremlin. I think that's one. It's an elite. And the Gremlin, what he does, if you don't cast an attack, he goes ahead and ramps up his strength. If you cast a skill, he continues to ramp it up. So if you look at this amount of attacks we only have 5 attacks, 6. Look at everything else. It's all a skill. Unless you want to sit there and let him pound away at you. But you can't do that. You have to. So if we do run into him, you do need this kind of feature. You have to have it balanced. So let's take Unload, and then that will be it. And we're done. So now we go to Act 2, and you can see here, let's go over what we have here. Once again, if you do this one, be careful of the elites. You plan out the way you go. And here's what our deck looks like. 5 defends, 5 strikes. I would first thing I would remove when I get a chance is to remove injury. But if the next time you get into a campfire area, upgrade Catalyst. Upgrade Catalyst, you upgrade Caltrop, it does 5 damage. So upgrade Catalyst, Caltrop. If the Bullet Time is decent, you don't have to really upgrade it. But if you do, it'll bring it down to 2 cost, and it'll turn everything to 0. So I would upgrade those and get rid of this card. Then after that, later on, I would possibly get one of the strikes out of there and tailor everything that way. But let me just leave it here. I want to thank all you guys for watching. I hope this has been very helpful to you. It doesn't always turn out good like this. Like I said, I played it before where I didn't get any poison. I didn't get any catalyst. All I got was 1 caltrop, and that was hard. I got 1 caltrop. I didn't get any shivs. You see right here is no shiv or anything like that. I just got 1 stinking caltrop, and I didn't get lucky with these. I just got 1 more. What you want to call it? I got a good one, but I didn't have any poison. I got a little thing that looks like it's in a jar where when the monster's killed, it transferred the poison over to somebody else. But of course, I didn't have any poison, so it was one of the worst hands. But so what I would suggest in that instance, if you get to the end boss like I just finished and you don't get anything good, start over, because it's just not going to work going through the next playthrough. But the things, once again, you want to look for is, you saw early on we got the poison, and the poison was the clue to build it around poison, to look for something like catalyst. If you didn't get any poison by this time, don't even bother. If Catalyst comes, don't bother, because you don't know when you're going to get this. You could be hanging around forever. And Caltrop is nice because you put this on yourself, and then the next thing you do is you just go ahead and turtle up. So it's a nice one to have too. Both are good. Okay, guys, hope this has been helpful. And if you have any comments or questions, make sure you leave them. Thanks for watching.